Hello, everyone, and welcome to the round 11 of GPVWC Academy Series. Today, we will make the racing in a new track for the Formula Cars in GPVWC in Slovakia Ring. My name is Rodrigo Carvalho, and today with Marko Ferlic, we make the commentary for the Academy Series today. The last race was in Canada that Tom Voss and Kevin Buis win the race 1 and 2. The race 2 was very interesting because all the podium was made from Dutch people. That was very showing how much we have a very strong power with the Dutch community in the GPVWC Steam Racing League. And GPVWC comes here for the first time since the GP series. And in the real life, this track hosts the FIA GT Championship and the Blancpain Spring Series, and also the FIA World Touring Championship and Cup. We have today two races on the Academy Series that will be 11 laps. Marco, hello. You said watching more the Academy Series since they use the same car as the Formula Challenge that you have a team. What do you expect from this race from the people that you know that is racing here? What do you expect, and how difficult you think will be this track for the drivers today in the Academy Series?
I think it's a new track for a lot of people today. It's not on the Corey ladder either, so I expect it's gonna be tricky for them. I think if they put a lot of practice in, they should be doing well. It's really gonna be. I think these tracks that are on the Corey ladder really show like who has the talent and who doesn't. I mean, who has more talent. So yeah, I'm looking forward to both races today.
Yeah, and we're looking on board for the Daniel Ben Rider. The first driver is a private quality, by the way, guys, and he's one of the guys that's starting to make his quality now, and we can see how this track, the first sector, is very, very strong and high speed corner. And also this track has some overtaking points. Marco, I hear about that this track has a lot of overtaking points. How much overtaking points this track really has, in your opinion, with this car?
Yeah, if we go on board with Daniel here, we can see this turn here after a long straight. Obviously, it's an overtaking opportunity if you're feeling brave enough, and then there's also the next part is sort of a twisty part, with not many overtaking spots, but then at the end of the lap, there's one of two places where you can overtake, and yeah, I'm sure people will be able to pick up the positions today during both races.
Yes, exactly. And by the way, talking about Bente Heider, he makes the purple sector one. At the moment, he's the fastest guy in the track right now. We have in the track in the server right now 20 drivers for now. He is the fastest guy for now. Let's see how will be in the sector 2 by him. And look at this part, guys. Oh, the car flying! This is a very terrible corner, and he's to the purple sector 2, also 41.4. He's finishing out the track in the sector 3. I see about the track, also a very interesting overtaking point is the left part of the track, the turn 13 and 14. So you can see it's a track with a lot of overtaking points. It will be very interesting to see how these drivers can handle in a track like that. And let's see how Bente Heider will finish his lap. He will make a 147.451. The provisional pole right now, but already someone make a best sector 1 than him because he does not have the purple sector 1. Who is this driver right now that's making that? By the way, Bente Heider is the P1, McNaughton is the P2, Person Vegan P3, Fider P4, and also, by the way, he was P4, he's P5 now because the guy that make a P4 is Diggles, as I see. So we see how left by Heimo Ojemets. He make a sector 1 and 2 not quick as the provisional pole right now, but let's see how good he'll be his lap. He's a 49.7, so P9 from him. And look, Stefan Schreider, he make the purple sector 1, but he do not make the sector 2 better. Let's see how you finish his lap. He's a 48.1 by Schreider. That makes he be on the P5. And look at Van der Smissen in the P2. 1/10 more slower than Bente Heider, but it looks like Bente Heider is very quick for our first try, Marko.
Yeah, and I believe this is also his first race in the Academy Series, so it'll be interesting to see how he develops. A new name on the scene, so yeah, interesting to see someone new on provisional pole at the moment. Obviously still 10 minutes, so a lot of time for people to beat that time.
Yes, and we see the German driver Sascha Tirch making a lap, but that's not good enough for making a problem for Daniel Bente Heider. That is, for now, Bente Heider is P1, Van der Smissen P2, McNaughton P3, Persons Miran is P4 right now, and also in the P5 is Diggles. His name is Josh Diggles, P5 right now. This is the top 5, and all these guys, only 4 guys making lap in 47. Just Diggles make a lap in the 48. And talking about 47, and hijacking with a 48.8, still not good enough to make something. A lot of people make a 48. You can see Martin Rydberg, the 48.759. So 9 minutes, we come to end the quali session. And looks like Chris Williamson also tried to make his lap, but he was not fast enough. He was 1 second more than 1 second more slower in the sector 2. So probably he'll make a 49 or the 50. Let's see how Chris can finish his lap. And now is the final part of the track. Okay, look how understeers the car for Chris Williamson in this high speed corner right now. He finished his lap in is position 14 with a 150.7374. And look, Lazarus Filipakos, Marco. We know that Lazarus like always to race in the final position in the Academy Series. I remember from last year. How do you think Lazarus will make the same today? Because usually he likes to make that, and he likes to took a lot of position from the back. So what you can say about this driver?
Well, I think he's trying a bit. He made a mistake in the middle sector, but yeah, otherwise he's usually up the front in the Academy. So will be interesting to see if he decides to start from the back or maybe tries to qualify in the top 10, top 5 maybe. And also another guy actually now, Liam Howard, now purple in sector 2. So maybe he's the guy who could take the provisional pole from Pentrider.
Yeah, let's see. And look how high is that bump. Boom, the car touching the ground. Let's see if Liam Howard can make that. Basically, the final corner is at turn 13 right now. And oh my god, look at this smoke coming from his tire. Maybe he locked the brakes. I don't know what happened with him, but looks like how much faster he'll be or not. If this was a problem for him. Liam Howard crosses the line and is the pole position. And what a pole by Liam Howard by now is a 47.3 provisional pole by Liam Howard, 47.357. So he's making the pole now. Pentrider is P2, Vander's missing P3, McNaughton is P4, and First Million is P5. And another guy.
Yeah, as Stefan Schreider goes purple in sector 1, so he's on a good lap.
Yeah, and another guy that was purple sector 1 is this driver like here, Etienne Blackham. He make a purple sector 1, but it looks like in sector 2 was having a bit of problem, Marko. So maybe he will not be good enough to make a better lap, as you see a 48.9. So, and by the way, Stefan Schreider is coming out of the pits. Vander's missing a purple sector 1. So let's see if Justin Vander's missing can make the pole position or not. He's on P3 right now. So he was 2/10 off. Oh my goodness, you see how the car going to the ground? Boom! Another purple sector 2. So this is amazing. Vander's missing is flying off the track. He's basically making his car flying. So let's see if Vander's missing can make this pole position up. And another one. Boom! You see that, guys? It's incredible how this track is funny to see the guy's track.
I think that's the lap for pole position. He's about half a second up on his time after the first 2 sectors. I think he should take the provisional pole here from Liam.
Yeah, let's see.
Across the line. Yeah, it's a provisional pole from Justin Vander's missing.
Yeah, he have a problem on the sector 3, but what a lap of Vander's missing, a 47.266 provisional pole, but looks like some people is still quick on this track. You can see also Stein Spider with a purple sector 1. Sector 2 he have some problem, but let's see his sector 3 if he can improve or not. How the car just is a little bit on the X of the corner. Let's see if he does not lose time with that, and he's a P6, 47.9. Not good enough to beat the pole, but a good lap to start in a good position on the grid. Mark McNaughton looks like not improved any of his sectors, so probably he needs to make another lap. So for now, Vander's missing the provisional pole. Howard in P2. Also, the P3 is the guy that's making a podium of the win of the race, if I remember. Yes, he wins the race 2 in Canada, Kevin Boyce. So Kevin Boyce in P3, Pentrider in P4, and Ferlic in P5. So let's see if Vander's missing can still continue with this pole position or not.
So and another guy I'm surprised about is Dan Hayek down in P13. He got some decent podiums during the season in Academy, and also he did a few runs in Formula Challenge, so I'd expect him to improve in the last 5 minutes of the session.
Yeah, very indeed, Marko. Another good guy on the grid. We have a lot of good names on the grid, as you can see. And let's see if Josh Giggles can improve or not his lap. He's already made the sector 1. And look at how the car is going. Boom! And another sector 2, not good enough to beat the provisional pole by the pole setter Vander's missing. But let's see if Josh Giggles can improve this lap or not. Maybe a top 5, maybe a top 3. I don't know. It depends on him. And another one. And let's see. Now he is coming to the turn 13 of the track. It's a very difficult corner. Let's see if he can make very quick that corner without losing time. And a very grip of the car. We can see a very balanced. Third gear, fourth gear. Let's see if he can improve his lap or not. He's a 47.3 and he proved it. Top 3, purple sector 3, Marko. Very interesting by Josh.
Yeah, good lap, and also I believe this is also his debut, so I think he's the best debutant today as it stands. But obviously still 3 minutes and a half, so plenty of time for people to improve. To probably have 1 run or maybe 2 runs left until end of qualifying.
Yeah, and Pentrider we see do not improve his lap, still top 5, and Liam Howard right now, let's see if he can make, he lost time on sector 2. He's a problem for Liam Howard if he wants to be the lap by Justin Vander's missing. So let's see if Liam Howard can improve a little bit of his lap or not. he is 0093 more slower than Van der Smith in the quali. So it looks like he make now the turn 13 of the track. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Very grip. You can see a very quick indeed. So let's see if Ian Howard can make the lap or not. If he can make a purple sector 3 or not. And he crosses the line and he improves, but not good enough to beat the pole position by Van der Slissen. But it's still a good lap. P2 by him. Filipakis is making another
Yeah,
lap.
and another guy on a quick lap is Lazaros Filipakos actually, as we can see on the screen, P15 at the moment, but going to the last two corners. Let's see where this lap will put him. And it's P6 for Lazaros, that's good qualifying for so far.
And another purple sector, but it looks like someone make a purple sector 1 also is Stefan Schreider, but sector 2 he loses a little bit, but let's see if he can make the sector 3 also good as was sector 1. Stefan Schreider, German driver, a lot of years. Oh my goodness, he's lose the control of the car and goes into the sand. A pity for Stefan.
If he's quick, yeah, if he's quick enough, he could potentially get one last run in, but it's gonna be a close one with him.
Yeah, and we can see Aiden Hausenzweig. 2 minutes. We see that the car by Aiden that's making the lap now. Marko was not fully making the setup because he had some problems with oversteering in the entry, as I see it. So, but looks like he's a new guy in the league. Also, hope he improve during the rounds in Academy Series. We see that Hijack make an improvement. He's P11 now. And looks like a lot of people making purple sector 3, Marko, but a lot of these guys do not improve enough to be on the top place. So looks like the secret of this track is the sector 1 and 2, especially the sector 2.
Yeah, the sector 2 is the most, how do you say it? The most technical one. The first and the last one are pretty much just straight. So it's not a surprise to me that the sector 2 is the deciding one.
Yes, and going back to the track, less than 1 minute, 40 seconds to end the session. Kevin Buis makes the lap, not good enough. And now then Hijack is starting to try to improve his lap. Oh, and he's fun. Oh, a pity by Dunn. And looks like we'll start to try to improving his pole position. Justin Van der Smith and the Dutch driver. So let's see if Van der Smith can make a better lap that he make. Indeed, oh, he already lost control. What a save by Van der Smith. But probably his lap was already dead, as you can see, Marko. A pity for Justin Van der Smith.
Yeah, and another guy who's actually very quick at the moment is Josh Diggles. About a tenth off on his fastest time in Sector 1. Let's see how he makes the Sector 2 now.
Yeah, purple sector 1 from Josh Diggles. As you can see, was a bit more quicker than Van der Smith, and the quali session is already finished, so we'll make his lap. Will not make, he's already ended. And oh, he lost on the sector 2 a little bit, but let's see if he can solve that in the sector 3. So let's see Josh Diggles if he can improve or not. Oh my goodness, you see how he almost loses control of the car. He makes a little wrong the apex of that corner. But let's see if Josh Diggles is still quick enough. Maybe a P2. I think the pole position is already done by him, but we can never give up. We can always believe. So
that's
let's
correct.
see.
So this might be a pole position, but
let's see right now. Let's see right now. Josh Diggles, he improved, but not good enough. Not good enough. 43.3.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time Academy was so close up front. That's for such a technical track, I'm surprised it's actually so close at the front.
Yeah, we've been very, very interesting race. As we can see, the Smith is still on the track to finish his lap. He knows that he's not good enough to improve, but he still wants to finish his lap, to make some laps. Let's see if someone on the track is still have a chance to improve his lap or not. I see that Bern Evans. The sector 2 was not good enough, so maybe he will not going to improve his lap. So for now, the only guy on the track is first Sweden, as you can see. The other is already on the pit. Sasha Tirch is trying to improve. He improved a lot to sector 2, so maybe he can improve this lap. Maybe a top 10, maybe a top 15. I don't know. Let's see if Sasha Tirch can make this lap improve or not. He is finished now his lap, and he make a 51. He not improved good enough to make better than that. So P19 by him. So I think he's already ended. Pole position is by Justin Van der Smith. So The top 10 will be Anders Smith in the pole, Ian Howard second, Josh Digos first race in third position, Evan Buis the other Dutchman in fourth position, Daniel Bentreide in P5, Philip Patos in P6, but basically Philip Patos will start from the pits like he always like. Versus Miller in P7, Mark McNaughton in P8, Stein Fider in P9, and Stan Virestra in P10. This is the top 10 from today, as you can see. Top 11, then Hijack, Stefan Schreider, Damian Wingerhart, Warren Evans, Martin Rydberg make the top 50 with Etienne Brackham in P16, Remo Ojamets in P17, Chris Wilson P18, Sasha Birch in P19, and Aiden Rosenwey in P20. These are 20 cars of the day of the grid, Marko. What do you think about this quali? It's a very close quali from the top guys going today, so it's difficult to know how to beat this race.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky for all of them. I think the race is 11 laps long, so yeah, around 20 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone maybe drops in the concentration, makes a mistake. Obviously a mistake around here is very costly as there's grass and gravel right after the white lines. So yeah, it will be interesting to see if they can all keep it on track for the whole race.
Yeah, so now we starting the warm-up. So in a few minutes when the warm-up going to end, we go back. So for now, we will break, but we're going back soon. And we are back. We are back to the round 11 of the GPVWC Academy Series in Slovakia, in the Slovakia Ring. A very good track, as you can see. 14 corners, very, very fun. And the pole position, as you can see on the start, was Justin Van der Smissen. The racing will start in a few seconds, so the warm up is already ended. We just waiting to the seven going back. And Marco, as we see as the qualifying, very interesting. A lot of good drivers as we see on very near the grid, especially on the top five. So, what driver do you expect that could win this race one? Who use your bet for this race one?
Well, I'm gonna be boring here, and I'm gonna say either Justin or Liam Howard from the front row. But also, I think Josh Deagle's obviously his first race. We don't know how he's like in the races, so maybe he can surprise us all and get the win in race one.
Yeah, I will be. I will try. I'll be more risky on my bet. Will talk that Josh Diggles will win because he shows a very interesting pace for his first race, his first race, first event in GPVWC. The race will start in a few minutes. We're already on the race. The drivers still put these cars on the grid on the line, as you can see. There'll be 20 cars on the grid. So a formation lap, and after that, 11 laps of a lot of emotion. So as you can see, the formation lap already starts. So let's see how is the grid for today. So the pole position is it's Justin Van der Smissen, guys, for the P1. Leon Howard is the P2, with the Josh Diego's first race in P3, and Kevin Boyce, another Dutchman, the P4. So we're going to the other four guys is Daniel Benteride in the P5 with the Lazarus Philippax in P6. Maybe he will start today or in the P. Parsons Milan is the P7, and Mark McNaughton is the P8. He's the Stein Fighter in the P9. Stan Vigessa finishes the top 10 with Dan Hajek in the P11 and Stefan Scheider, the German, in P12. So we're going to the another four guys is Damian Zingenhoyt in the P13, Bern Evans in the P14. Martin Rydberg, another Dutchman, in P15, and the P16 was Etienne Blacker. So in the P17 is Raim Orjamet, P18 Chris Williamson, P19 is Sasha Kirch, and the last guy of the grid, P20 is Aiden Rosenwhite. So this is the 20 cars today for the first race, the race one in the Academy Series. So let's see who will win this race one, how will be the race or not. I expect a very exciting race, have a lot of overtaking points. It's a fun track as I see when I was making qualify. So let's see who will win this Slovakia Ring. As you can see, the blue car of Justin Van der Smissen is coming to the end. He making the last preparation, making the tires more quick, more hot. As you can see, a little dance on the front tires. Marko, you already drive in this series. You already win last year in Donington, so you know how difficult is the Academy Series. What you can talk for us in this last corner that this guy is going to the last and waiting for the start. What you can say how difficult is the Academy race?
Obviously, last season the races were a bit longer. Obviously, it was like between a one stop and zero stop, whereas this season it's a zero stop. It's a sprint series. But also another thing I like to mention here before the start, like we have quite a long run down to turn one, and then a short braking zone, and then a very long run until the next braking zone, which is turn 3. So maybe Josh Deagles could be here in the perfect position, obviously starting P3, and then getting the slipstream down all the way down to P3. To turn 3. So yeah, it will be interesting. It's similar to Russia, I think, in the way where we have a long run at the start of the race.
Yes, exactly. And the guy is already making the last corner. So as you can see, the pole man Justin Van der Smissen is going to the part that he deserves to be to start the 11 laps. As you can see, side again is Howard, and some guys already make some brake tests to making also the brakes more hotter, making a good start. So let's see, these 20 cars, these 11 laps is Slovakian Grand Prix in the Academy Series. So let's see the waiting.
An interesting angle here from Justin. Looks like he's going to try and cover Liam on the start.
Yeah, so all the red lights is open and is closed, so it's start the race, and what a start by Van der Smith, and what a bad start by Howard. Howard make a very bad start, so he was overtaken by two guys. And what a quick start by Van der Smith. Look behind Howard. Four guys in the same corner. Oh my goodness, what dangerous was. It looks like Howard is still losing places. What a bad start by Leon Howard. Was a horrible start by his Marko. What happened with Leon Howard on this start?
Yeah, and also nightmare start from Josh Diggles all the way down in P12. That's not how he imagined this race to go.
Yes, and it looks like Leon Howard, another car was overtaking, but he has to close the door and still in the front. So let's wait to see how is the grid right now. So Van der Smith is still on the front. Kevin Boyce in P2. What a big start by Kevin Boyce. Bent Rider is P3. And Tulipakos P4. So Tulipakos this time prepares to start in P6. And what a start by Tulipakos. And we can see Diggles in P11. A bad start by Kevin Diggles. And also a start by Leon Howard in P5. But it looks like Leon Howard do not lose so much. So he still has a chance to start the race.
We have side by side for P3 Lazarus and Bent Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Leon Howard took opportunity to make overtake, but Bente I do not give up, and both cars touch it. And looks like Leon Howard is on the fence. Oh my goodness, what a drama by Leon Howard this left one. He make a bad start, and now he have the bad luck to Bente Rider touch him and make him going off the track. So Leon Howard now is betting against Josh Diggles. Josh Diggles on P9, but also have another car. He stands with the answer, so his three cars just three wide on the corner. Oh my goodness, they touch, but Leon Howard still control the car and still on the P10 defending the position. Wow, what a disaster for Leon Howard, as you can see, Marko.
Yeah, and we have a battle for P5 here between Friday Hijack and Benton Raider. 3 wide in turn 1, that's gonna be interesting as Hijack smart play from him. He backs out and he's going to try and get him, I think, down this straight.
Yeah, but looks like Fider make a better defense, but it's still Bent Hider behind him, and Bent Hider not give up. He will try to make something. And by the way, what a good start by Hijack, and we have a yellow set. When something happened in the track, I don't know what happened, but hope it was not a big problem. So we have a battle for P4 because we have Shiraider in P4, also a very good start, but we have also Hider in P5, Hijack in P6, Kevin Diggles, and also Bent Hider that lose the position to Kevin Diggles. So Kevin Diggles is starting to clean up the position that he lost because of the bad start. So what a very nice nice comeback by Josh Diggles already in the P7. So
and someone's off ahead. I think that's Stefan Schreider on the sand, and he's gonna lose a lot of time here trying to get out.
Oh my goodness, what a bad luck by Schreider, but looks like a battle, and Josh Diggles already P4. Wow, Josh Diggles making amazing in this lap 2. Already overtake a lot of guys and still defend the position. Oh my, he make a bad corner, so he lost the position again. So now he's back in P3, 5 in P4. Oh my goodness, this how the things changes. Josh Diggles was in a better position in 2 corners before, and now he's on P6, as we already expected because Marko talked to us. This track is a lot of points to overtake, so a lot of things can happen, and we see that a lot of things is happening right here. And by the way, the fastest left by the race is Kevin Boyce, a 47.9.
He's on the back of Justin van der Smith, and I think down the second straight he could potentially attack him and try and get P1. As Justin's off the track actually, and Kevin Boyce now into P1.
Oh my goodness, a mistake by Van der Smith. And Kevin Boyce is P1. The 2 Dutchmen was bad for the position. Looks like Van der Smith feels the pressure. But by the way, talking about the pressure, then Hijack tries to overtake for the P4 against Hider, and it looks like he makes the move. And by the way, Van der Smith is already P1, so Kevin Boyce, by the way, make a mistake or give the position back. What really happened, Marko? You can talk to us?
I'm not quite sure, but let's concentrate now on his battle for P4. 4 cars in the mix. Hijack goes wide and he's gonna lose 2-3 positions, dropping him down all the way to P8.
Yeah,
so, yeah, any of these 5 guys could finish either P4 or P8 tonight here, I think.
Yeah, it's a very big battle, and by the way, we already have a battle. Josh Diggles tries to overtake Fighter, Josh Diggles out in the P5, so let's see if he can make the move or not. This is, oh my goodness, you see that the smoke of the brakes from one, lock the brakes to avoid the heat from one, because a lot of cars need to each other. I think have more than 6 cars together. So you can see that Josh Diggles tries to pick the slipstream by Spider. And oh my goodness, let's see if something can happen. Still not. Still, Josh Diggles defending the position by Ben Ryder, and nothing happens. So all the cars is still in the same place. So Diggles now in P5, P5 in P4, nothing different. And by the way, a battle from the lead, and we can see is Van der Smissen, this Kevin Voice, is Lazarus being focused already. Look to these guys, the two blue cars, the two Dutchmen, Kevin Voice and Justin Van der Smissen. Van der Smissen still leading the race. Kevin Voice second, Steve Focus third. Spider 4 and Josh Diggles in the top 5. This is the top 5 right now by the race. Still just 4 laps completed. And by the way, Focus now in the battle. And by the way, a battle for the P4. Josh Diggles tried to overtake and he can make the move. He tried, but he can't make the move. Oh my goodness, he got the pen. Oh my goodness, almost what a save by Josh Diggles. He saved amazing, but he lost a ton of positions because of that, Marko. What a disaster by Josh.
Yeah, he's losing another position here to Brian Evans. And he will be under pressure from Stan Vliestra as well, I think. Going into the GPVWC.
Yeah,
Stan is going... Yeah, go on.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, Stan Vliestra also got past Josh Diggles. So yeah, just from P5 I think down to P10 now in the matter of 2 corners.
And what was to talk, Marko, is Lucky is the guy that is also behind these guys and trying to come back after a bad start. Is Liam Howard in P11. I don't know what happened with Liam Howard, but he's trying to make a comeback, but it's difficult because we have a lot of cars in front of him. Making overtaking moves against each other. And by the way, then Hijack P7 tried to make a move against McNaughton. Not the nudge, he's not clean, but he tried on the inside. He tried too much, and oh my goodness, what a bad luck. Some cars involved in this. Looks like Diggles was involved, and looks like someone is.
And we have another crash.
And by the way, some car is already without the front wing. It's a blue car. I don't know who is. It's Evans. Oh my goodness, what a bad luck by Evans. And also he was involved in a problem that, but another guy looks like.
We have a bad light front. Yeah, Kevin Weiss backed out here into turn 1, and he's gonna try and get Justin into the next 2 turns.
And by the way, Evans is already on the pit. Oh my goodness, you see that Kevin Weiss going to the inside to try a problem because of the corner, but looks like Kevin Weiss still can overtake Justin Van der Smissen in normal conditions. Just overtake Justin Van der Smissen when Van der Smissen makes the mistake in the entry of the turn 1. But he knows that he is a big problem because behind him have also Lazarus Pacos. By the way, we have a battle for the P10. Is Heimo Ojamets trying to make a move against Maiter Rydberg, and he put the car outside the line. Let's see if he can make a move or not. Next corner is still outside to him. I think it's a turn 13 is a big overtaking point. And what's the move? What's the move by Ojamets? It looks like he have a lot of grip in this car right now, Marko, as you can see. And now he's on the top 10 of the track. And by the way, a lot of guys was involved in that too, so a lot of things changed right here. So now the top 10 is Van der Smissen, Captain Voice P2, is Philip Pacos P3, is Ben Ryder P4, McNaughton P5, Stan Villiers P6, Stefan Schreider P7, Vinger Hoyt P8, Josh Diggles P9, and Ojamet P10.
Yeah, and another thing also I'd like to mention is that top 3 already 8 seconds ahead of everyone else. So obviously the battle for P4, as we saw, was pretty hard. So that allowed top 3 to run away, and yeah, massive gap there.
Yeah, it's very correct what you talk, Marko. Because of that big battle that we see, a lot of things changing during the track. And by the way, oh my goodness, they touch. They touch is a battle for the P7. Oh my god, a move was happened. And Schreider, I think, will make the position. Is Schreider, Vinger Hoyt, and Josh Diggles for the P7. So let's see. And by the way, Vinger Hoyt tried to make a move against Schreider again. Let's see if he can make. He's on the inside line. Oh, it's difficult. Looks like Schreider closed the door and still on the front, and Josh Diggles behind. So now we have a battle for the P7. 3 guys again, Marko. A lot of. Let's see. We see that Josh Diggles is involved in a lot of overtaking moves in this track because he is always in a battle in this track.
Yeah, I think one of the fastest guys who was really unlucky at the start. So You know, he's a bit of that's good detalhe actually. Yeah. Anyway, yes, Josh Diggles obviously got unlucky at the start, dropped a few positions, so he's a bit of out of the positions right now. So I'm not surprised he's involved in that many overtakes.
Yeah, and by the way, because of that move, oh my goodness, what happened with Vingerhoit? He going to the sand. What happened with Vingerhoit? He was in the battle, in a battle for the P7, and he going out of the track. Looks like he lost the control of the car, but it was a weird way of the control. The way he lost the control of the car, Marko, as we see on the broadcast. So because of that, now Vingerhoit lost some positions, and he's now in the P12. Wow, what a bad luck by Vingerhoit. But because of that, now Schreider and Diggles have some fresh air to making a battle for the P7.
As Howard gets past Oyomits there, and also another thing, something must have happened on the front because Kevin Voigt dropped to P3 now, which means Lazaro Filipakos is in the second position.
Yeah, Filipakos is in P2, so now the things move. Looks like they have a big battle for the P2, and that make also Van der Smissen took the control and be a bit longer from the guys, because now Van der Smissen have a gap of 2.6 seconds of Lazaro Filipakos. So Van der Smissen is leading and as you can see, again, the battle for the P7, Marko.
Yeah, just Diggles and Stefan Schreider once again. One lap later, can Diggles this time make it past the experienced German as he tries to go outside, goes to the inside, back outside. A bit of weaving from Josh, but obviously as the car behind you are allowed to do that.
Yeah, but what a move now! What a move now! Josh Diggles make, and he makes the
Great move. P7 for Josh, and in a few laps time he'll be looking at the back of Sten Vilestra, I think.
Yeah, and what the move by Josh Diggles! Incredible. Going to one side, he goes to the other side, but he makes the move happen. And it looks like he's more fastened than also Schreider, so he's starting to stay out of Schreider. And also another battle. It looks like Vingerhoit, Damien Vingerhoit, he was battling for the P7 lap ago, but he have a problem. It looks like he still have a problem. He locked his brake front tire, as I see, Marko. It looks like Vingerhoit had some problems with his setup for the race. But he still looks quick indeed. So, oh my goodness, you see that? Boom! The car touching the ground. Incredible that. But he still have some problems on the race setup, as you can see, because I see that he is struggling a bit of the braking point.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Obviously, he's still P11, so it's not as bad. Mark Madden's actually off. So Vingerhoit is actually gonna gain a position here, going to P10.
Oh, it's McNaughton. So
yeah, he's out of the race.
Oh, what a pity! But looks like he hit very badly that part of the corner. So because he lost the front wing, maybe the suspension was broken also with that. So he's out of the race. It's a pity for that. But hope he have a better luck in the race 2 if he race the race 2. So for now, we just have 19 cars on the track. We are almost on the end of the race. Lap 8 of 11. We have a battle for the P9. It looks like Vingerhoit is already on top 10, and now he tried to make a move against Ojamit. He win the 10th position because of the DNF of McNaughton, but it looks like he's quick indeed to make a move against Ojamit. He's going to the inside line and move on it. No problem from Vingerhoit. Oh, because they touch on the X of the corner because of that Pittsburgh. Makes the opportunity and overtakes Ojamit. What a bad luck by Team Ojamit. He lost 2 positions on that because of the little incident with Vingerhoit.
And now as well, battle for P2, we could have Filipakos and Voigt only a few tenths separating them two, so maybe we could see a move down the main straight there.
Yeah, we can see Kevin Voigt will not give up of going back to his P2. He knows that it's difficult now to be near to Van der Smissen because the gap now is 4 seconds. 4.2 seconds. Van der Smissen is dominating the race in head to break 1. So let's see now if Kevin Voigt can make a move or not against Filipakos. They pick the slipstream. Let's see if he can make the move. His DRS open. He put the car side by side. His braking point is difficult. The inside line maybe is better, and he makes the position. He makes the position. P2 for Kevin Voigt. The Dutchman is back to his place. but looks like Philippe Pax will not give up. But the car side by side, let's see, is a difficult breaking point, and Philippe Pax side by side, they not touch, they respect each other, and oh my goodness, this is beautiful. They still side by side. They do not give up. They still side by side. Looks like it's the next corner to decide that, and they still can always try. The corner is difficult. And Philippe Pax, oh, they touch. But Philippe Pax is still in the P2, is still defends the position against Kevin Lewis. Wow, that was an amazing battle for the P2, but looks like Philippe Pax this time is the winner of this battle, Marko.
Yeah, also another battle here for P9 between Wingerhout and Rydberg. They're very close, so we could see maybe a change of position between them two in the final 3 laps as well.
Yeah, Martin Rydberg and Wingerhout was batting for the position lap to go, and while we see Steinfeider and Etienne Breckham for the P12, but nothing different for now. He's still, and by the way, oh my goodness, you see that kind of voice break too much and almost hit the back of Laszlo Philippe Pax. It's still a tug battle for the P2. And oh my goodness, Philippe Pax lost a little bit of grip, and now there's his opportunity to Kevin Voice, and looks like who will be the winner? Oh, it's still Philippe Pax on the front, still Kevin Voice behind, but Kevin Voice will not give up. He still wants this position. He talks to himself, I want this position, I want to be back to P2, I want to finish in the position I was before. So Kevin Voice try, but can overtake Philippe Pax for now. But maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time. He put the DRS. Is the DRS open? Is the DRS open? He's side by. He's almost near. He's almost near, but he's not trying to this time. He waiting because the other time he put the car side by side. Philippe Pax was lose that. Oh my goodness! Kevin Voice almost lose the control of the car. Incredible stage. So maybe it's not the time that Kevin Voice will have a chance to overtake Laszlo Philippe Pax because he lost a bit of that corner.
And we have less than 2 laps now, so time is running out. Yeah, Kevin is running out of time here to make the move, and I think he's also struggling a bit with the top speed, so we'll see if he changes maybe his setup for race 2. Obviously starting from the midfield, he'll want that extra top speed, I think.
Yeah. And you see that he locked the brakes again. He tried to make a dive bomb against the Fox, but not good. Oh, again he locked the brakes. He had some problem on the brakes because he tried to be so much aggressive that he can't handle, and that is a problem for Kevin Voice. But looks like he trying everything. He bets to try everything in this and in the next lap that will be the final lap of the race. So let's see if Kevin Voice can make this happen or not. He's very close to Laszlo Philippe Pax, and oh, look at that! Boom! And the car touching the ground, incredible! And he's still behind Philippe Pax. He tried everything, but he like Philippe Pax can defend well the position. Can Philippe Pax defend well? Can Kevin Voice make the move? Maybe it's doubt that Kevin Voice will try something. Oh my god! Oh, they touch! But he's still clean. Maybe Kevin Voice will try right now. Let's see. No, he waited. He waited for the last lap because he knows that the last lap will be the final chance that he have a chance to overtake Laszlo Philippe Pax, the driver from Greece. It is the final lap right now, so let's see if he can make that or not. Kevin Voice, DRS open. He will put the car. He's inside also. He's inside. Let's see again. He'll try that. Let's see if he can make the move. And oh, they touch. But Kevin Voice make the move. Looks like Philippe Pax locked the brake, and now Kevin Voice tried to avoid the slip free by Philippe Pax, Marko, as we can see that.
I think that was a bit of a tactical lockup for Kevin here to run wide and not allow Lazarus to get a switchback, but he's gonna get him done into turn 3. Lazarus will put his car on the outside. I think the last overtaking opportunity here for Lazarus, and he stays behind. So unless Kevin Voice now makes a mistake, then yeah, it should be P2 for Voice. And yeah, as you see, Lazarus, I think he's gonna say he tries the send. Quite an optimistic one. But Voice stays ahead, yeah.
Oh my goodness, they almost made the Voice defend the position. But we need to go back to the guy that will win this race. He's just in front of Smith. Probably he's on the last corners of the track right now. So we need to go back to the guy that will win this race because this is the final lap of the race. So Justin Van der Smith probably is closing to the final corners in the track. As we see this battle for the P2. So this is it. This is the Dutchman. It's Justin Van der Smith. He's near to the final part of the track. We can see on the back Kevin Voice and Philippe Pax are still battling, but looks like Kevin Voice now have a decent gap from Felipe, so probably the P2 will not change for now. So let's go back to Justin Van der Smith. He deserved this win. He make a tongue of a race, and he will cross the line. The Dutchman, Justin Van der Smith, wins the race. What incredible race by Van der Smith. And let's go back to P2. It's Kevin Buys. Another podium for Kevin Buys in the Academy Series. Amazing job by Kevin Buys. Philip Patos in P3. Daniel Benterheide in P4. What a very great Benterheide in the end. Stan Villiers in P5. Josh Nichols, a P6 from Josh Nichols. A deserved P6 from Josh Nichols in his first race in GPVWC. Leon Howard P7, a good comeback after a bad start. Stefan Schradio finishing the P8. Winger Hoyts in P9, and we can see Martin Ritsberg in P10. So this is the top 10 for today, Marko. What an incredible race, exciting battle for some positions. A very tall race, as we can see in Slovakia.
Yeah, plenty of overtakes, and also race 2 will be reverse 15, so that means Sasha Thiers will start on the pole position for race 2, so that's gonna be interesting if he can maybe keep the first place and maybe even win the second race tonight.
Yeah, now is the time for the donuts. The donuts for Van der Smith, he deserved that. What a big win for the race 1. He dominated today the race 1, as we see. Marko, even with the mistake he had that he lost to Kevin Buys, but it looks like his car was so good that was not a big issue as we see it.
Yeah, and as we said last time out in Austria, we had no Daci podium in race 2, and this time again two Dacis, first and second. So it will be interesting if you get a similar thing in race 2.
Yeah, but the race 2 will be difficult because you start from the P15 and have as we see on the race 1, if you battle too much for a position this race, you can lose a lot of time to go to try to overtake the guys in the front. So maybe it will be a difficult mission to put the two races today in Slovakia Ring.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what they can do. Obviously starting from the midfield, but I think we're gonna take a short break now and we'll be back for race 2.
Thank you. So we are back for the race two. This is already on the starting the formation lap. So let's see how we beat this race, Marco. So
Yeah, so we have Sasha Thier starting on pole position. Second place is Chris Williamson. Second row will be shared with Rayo Oumit and Stein Fieder. And then from 5th to 8th we have Etienne Brachan, Martin Rydberg, Damian Fingerhout and Stefan Schreider. 5th row will be shared by Liam Howard and Josh Diggles, followed by Stellan Piestra and Daniel Benton-Reader. Rounding out the top 15 we have Lazaros Filipakos, Kevin Moish and Justin van der Smissen with Perseus Miram in P16. And then the last 4 drivers are Dan Hajek, Adrian Rosenwijk, Brian Evans and Mark McNaughton starting from P20.
So as we see by Marco, this is the starting lineup for this race 2, top 15 inverted starting lineup. So this means, Marco, that the race winner Justin van der Smissen will start from the back of the grid basically, and how difficult will be for van der Smissen to have a chance to win this race through in Europe?
Well, there's a few strikes, so I think if he has the top speed, then he could get it top 5, maybe even a podium. But also he needs to keep it clean. Obviously, we saw in race 1 there were a lot of fights, so he needs to be smart with his moves, with his overtakes, and yeah, maybe even, as I said, get a podium.
Yeah, so that was the opinion by your co-commentator today, very team boss in FC from a challenge by Team Ferlic, Marko Ferlic, that have a lot of experience in this type of car, in this type of championship, and this type because he already won in Academy last year. That was a bit different than today, but he also was a former FC driver, and also now he knows what he's talking about. And let's go to the next 11 laps. 11 laps of a lot of emotion, because now you start the race 2 by the Academy race in Slovakia, in the Slovakia Ring. Very, very interesting track, a very fun track that shows to us a lot of battles in the race 1. So hope having the same the race 2 in a very emotional way. So let's see what will happen now. The final cars of the grid is putting the car on the line. So waiting the last car put. So the red lights open. So let's go to the start. Two, one, two lights, three lights, four lights, and five lights. And it starts the race. And a good start by Sasha Fierce. And we see that very interesting start. And my goodness, a battle. Is a three wide for the first corner. Three wide. Let's see if nothing bad will happen then. And oh
Ooh.
my goodness, already done. And oh my goodness, a big crash as we see a car was behind, and oh my goodness, a lot of cars was involved as it seems, but is by the way, it looks like Sasa Church lost the P1, so he's not
And
more the leader.
Sanfira got an amazing run here into turn 3. He's gonna send it down the inside, picking up 2 positions in one corner potentially, and let's see what he does. Yeah, he's gonna yeah, P3. Sorry, yeah, P3 for Sanfira. Still in the fight, he could even get P2 here. But that allowed Stefan Schreider into P1, already a second ahead of everyone, so I think he could run away with this one.
Yeah, but this race too, as we see, Marko, a lot of crashes happen because all the time there are a lot of positions changing as we see from the back. So for now, the top 10 is Stefan Schreider, is Spider in P2, is Sasa Church now in P3, Josh Diggles in P4, good start by Josh Diggles. Reese Williamson is the P5 right now, Ben Tide in P6, Vander Smith in P7, what a very good start from Vander Smith. Hijack in P8, Jimmy Patos in P9, and Hitman in P10. So now it's a battle for the P3. It's Josh Diggles already in P3. He already overtakes Sasha Fierce. So another position by Josh Diggles. Already in top 3 in the first lap. And oh my goodness, you see that Van der Smith against Van Hyder. And Van Smith already in the P6. And by the way, a battle. Ben Hyder against Hijack, against Jimmy Patos. Oh my goodness, it's difficult from Ben Hyder to survive on that, and he was overtaken by Hijack. And now Philip was already try also a move, but he be behind.
Yeah, and we can see now also for PA there, back of the train. There's a battle actually for P4, I believe, between 4 drivers. So that's gonna be interesting. As Justin Van der Smith already in P4, so he could get a podium here, double podium for the Dutchman here on the cards. And also a fight for P5 between Hedgick, Tears and Williamson. As but I believe they will stay in the train. Yeah, no one's gonna try anything in the turn 3. And yeah, Hijack in P5. He had a bit of... He was quite unlucky in race 1, but he managed to, yeah, already in P5. So a decent result for him as well.
Oh my goodness, and a bad thing happened. Ben Rider was involved, and oh my goodness, and a car is also without front wing. Who is that car that we see? We see that Ben Rider is trying to go back, but I see a car without front wing that had a very big hit when Marko was talking, but I don't know who is this. Looks like was I still don't know what is this car, but we see that Sasha Tirch now is in P7, and Josh Diggles already in P3, as we see. So Shad is still the leader, fighting P2. Josh Diggles P3, as you can see, and Van der Smith is already P4. What a very good start by Van der Smith. A lot of positions already near to the win, as you can see, because he's very quick. He probably is the fastest guy on the track, Marko. And by the way, a bit of disaster of this race 2 compared to the race 1. A lot of crashes happened. You think it's because of the way of the track is too easy to have it's too easy to overtake because of a lot of overtaking points happening in the track.
Obviously, with the reverse grid, it's always gonna be a bit of difficult for drivers to keep it clean. We have in Academy, we have the biggest skill gap of any series. So yeah, I'm not surprised we have so many retirements at the start. Oh, as I think Josh Diggles actually is off the track, and that's gonna allow Justin Van der Smith into the podium positions.
And what a bad luck by Josh Diggles. But it's not the first time that they have a problem with that corner, as you see, Marko. Because it looks like it's a very difficult corner. It looks like it's an easy corner, but it's a very difficult corner because of the way it's making that corner. So the drivers is easy to go out of the track in the end. And if you're going out of that part, it's like the car easy too easy the grip and have a very good chance to spun. So it looks like that happened again with Josh Diggles, as we see it. And a lot of DNF, as we see. Captain Buis is already out of the race, but a beautiful Captain Buis. Martin Rydberg is out of the race. Evans is out of the race. Rackham and Stan Viguesa. All the guys out of the race. 5 cars, Marco, are already out of the race. He's just 3 laps completed.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna calm down a bit now with the cars are quite spread apart. The top 5 is quite close, but then the rest is yeah, pretty spread out. So we'll see what happens at the front.
Yeah, so as we see, we looking Steinfeder in the P2. He makes the fastest lap of the race in the last lap, and he's very quick indeed. He's going near and near, close to Stefan Schreider, that he's leading the race, but behind him have a problem. Have the monster of this grid today, that is Justin van der Smissen. But let's see if Steinfeder can make that happen, can make the win happen, because he's very quick indeed for now. But he's still not in a chance to open the DRS against Schreider, but we still have some battles for other positions. Also, we have a battle for the people. Oh my goodness, you see that from Filipakos? You see how the smoke coming from his tires, but he's still alive. He's still on the battle for the P4. He wants to overtake a lot. Ajak for the P4. He wants to go back to the podium again, finishing the P3 in the last race, and now he's in the P5 already. And by the way, the top 10 for now is Schreider P1, is Spider P2, is Van der Smissen P3, Ajak P4, is Pakos in P5, Sasha Kirch P6, P7 is Josh Diegels, P8 is Ben Ryder, P9 is McNaughton, and the P10 is Aiden Rosenweig. That's starting on the last position, the race was, Marko, and now a P10 for him.
Yeah, obviously he capitalized on people retiring. He kept his clean in race 2 so far, and yeah, looking good for top 10 here in race 2. Also, another thing I'd like to mention is obviously Josh Diegels, his debut today. He qualified in P3, I believe. So he clearly has the pace, but obviously he's been unlucky in both of the races. So he could be the one to watch in the future academy rounds, I think.
Yes, indeed, Marko. He shows a lot of talent, so probably with time he will be better, be more adapted with the car when we show to us what he can do it. And, oh my goodness, Leslie Philippak lost the control and going out! Oh, what a drama for Filipakos. He lost the control of the car. Looks like he tried to be a lot aggressive, and because of that, that cost to him. And now it looks like he have a problem on the suspension. He have a problem on the suspension, Marko. So maybe this is out of Filipakos for the race, or he will try to survive on this condition. Maybe it's hard for him.
Yeah, he had a bit of an oversteer moment, and then yeah, he couldn't keep it out of the wall. Hit the wall with his rear right tire, so he will now struggle, I think, with his suspension damage. And yeah, we can see also Justin van der Smissen now on the back of Steinfeder. I think Justin's gonna go for the move in the next few laps.
Yes, indeed. Justin van der Smissen against Steinfeder, and we can see that van der Smissen already. Oh my goodness! Oh, also van der Smissen almost. You see that save? He saved incredible the car. Oh my goodness, I do not expect that, but van der Smissen make it. I almost believe that he was end of the race for him, the way he saved the car in that corner. But he's still alive. He's still near. He still put pressure on the. Oh my goodness, Steinfeder in the same corner. That's not a problem to the Pakos. Steinfeder have the same problem. So it looks like this corner specific, Marko, is a problem for the cars, as we see.
Yeah, and it also cost Lazarus to spin again, and he decided to retire from the race. So it will be interesting. Yeah, that corner. It's yeah, looks like it's a tricky corner for these cars, and the way the cars are set up. And I'm sure. Yeah. And yeah, Justin will now, I think, be looking at Stefan Schreider in the first place, trying to get as close as possible, and then attacking the last 2-3 laps, I think.
Yeah, so as you can see, that corner is also a complex of a lot of corners to different sides, so that also makes the car, if the suspension is not properly made, you can see that the cars have a problem and going out and lost a bit. But talking about quick, talking about good things, Justin van der Smissen, fastest lap of the race, a 47.7. He's flying off the track. He won the second ring, the second win today. He wants to win the both race, not just one. He wants to win the other also. And he's already flying against Stefan Schreider. He's already less than 1 second in the track. This is how dominant is Justin van der Smissen today, as we can see it.
Yeah, we had a few double winners this season, with obviously Tom was in race in round 1, and then I believe it was Damian Scaron in round 2. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Justin wins again. Obviously, last lap he was 1.4 seconds faster than Strider. So yeah, he definitely wants that win, I think.
Yes, indeed. And by the way, we see how this distance is going quick and quick and quick and try and put pressure on Schneider. Schneider already see how big is in his mirror the blue car of Justin Van der Biesen, and probably we'll see overtaking move happen. And now this corner, I love this corner. Oh, look at that! Look at that, guys! How the car flying on that part. If it was in real life, probably the suspension was already broken. But these are factor 2, guys, as we see it. So Van der Biesen already put pressure on the front of Stefan Schreider, the German. He's leading the race. He's leading the race from the start. He make a very good start, but now he have some problems. Maybe he'll not have the chance to win, but the missing continue like that. But also we have other battles. We have a battle for the P5, Search against Josh Nichols. Josh Nichols tried to put pressure also on Search, the German driver with a purple car. And by the way, 5 laps to go. And also, what happened with Fider? Fider lost the position to Hijack, so now Hijack is the P3.
He ran off the track, I think.
Yeah, probably he have the same problem again. And by the way, we go back to Josh Nichols against here for the P5. Josh Nichols trying everything, but nothing. About the battle for the P1, the gap is 0.5 tenths. So 5 tenths is the gap right now. Van der Biesen can make nothing. But by the way, talking about the battle for the P5, Josh Nichols put inside and makes the move. Oh my goodness, that was dangerous, but Josh Nichols makes the move. P5 for Josh Nichols. Good results from Josh Nichols today. A P6 in the race 1, and now maybe a top 5 the race 2, Marko. It's like he, even with the problems he has, he shows that he have the pace to make good positions.
Yeah, he after the crashes in the first 2 laps, he managed to keep it out of any incident after that. And also another thing, Justin is now on the back of Stefan Schreider. So I think it's only the matter of time before he overtakes him, as we can see actually them going side by side here. And will Justin try to overtake into the next corner? Obviously big jump now. And let's see, going into the braking zone. Schreider goes defensive. Van der Biesen will try, but he cannot get past just yet.
Yeah, we see that Van der Biesen is already in a chance to make the move against Stefan Schreider. Let's see if Schreider can defend his position or not. Against Van der Biesen, I think it will be tough, but let's see how aggressive is Van der Biesen. How good will be on the defense, Stefan Schreider. Oh, Schreider lost a bit of the grid. Van der Biesen used that as advantage, put the car inside, and they still side by side. Schreider
and who's getting DRS here? I think Schreider actually got the DRS. No, it's actually Justin Van der Biesen. So let's see the straight line speed comparison between both of them. I think, yeah, Schreider has just a bit of extra top speed, which allows him to keep in front of Justin. And yeah, now Justin will try to capitalize on the slipstream, but I think he's just a bit too far behind.
Yeah, it looks like Van der Biesen do not win this first chance of with the battle against Stefan Schreider, but he still not give up. He still have chance. And by the way, let's see again. Van der Biesen now in the outside line. Let's see if he can make the move or not. And he overtakes. Oh, it's difficult, but he make it. He makes that.
Right.
He's the leader now. Justin Van der Biesen makes the impossible happen, and he's leading against the Slovakian Grand Prix. Amazing move by Justin Van der Biesen.
And this could be the 4th podium in a row for Justin in the Academy Series. Obviously, he stopped racing in Formula Challenge, but now he's getting some good result in Academy, and maybe he'll get called up again to race in the career ladder if he keeps up with his performances.
Yes, exactly. And oh my goodness, Aiden Rosenweigel without the front wing as we see, and he going wide of the corner. So he's trying to go back. As you see, we already have just 13 cars on the grid, so Rosenweigel now is the last car. The top 10 for now is Van der Biesen P1, Stefan Schreider P2, Hijack P3, Fider P4, Nichols finishes the top 5, Maxa Kirt in P6, Bente Ryder in P7, McNaught in P8, Oyamet in P9, and Leon Howard P10. So this is the top 10 right now. 13 cars on the grid. Rosenweigel probably go the pits or going out of the race if he wants. And also a battle for the P11. He has a P11. He's Williamson against Person Media. As we see, Williamson is still we are in a position. We're still on the inside line. Let's see if he can continue with that or not. For Williams, it was a good on the quality, but looks like in the race have some problems to follow the other guys as we see it. Now betting for the P11 in the race, Marco.
Yeah, and the whole grid sort of spread out now. I think not really any battles on track at the moment. The only closest, well, I think the closest one is for P9 between Ryan Womwich and Liam Howard. So will be interesting to see what they can do in the final 3 laps. And yeah.
Well, we see a battle for the P9 right now. It's Yamitz against Liam Howard, and also Marco, as you see, the Liam Howard was 2 seconds more quick on the last lap by Yamitz, as you can see on the sprint. So probably if Howard overtakes Yamitz, no chance for Yamitz have a comeback against him because the gap is too different between his two drivers as you see right now. But Howard, I think we expect more from Howard from the race because of the quality he did, but he has some problems as we see on the race. He looks like his car was not good enough for the race compared to the quality, Marco.
Yeah, and I think he also got involved in a few incidents. Obviously, probably now he's carrying a bit of damage as well. So I think it's just a matter of trying to survive now and yeah, not DNF. But obviously he'll be looking at the rear of Oemits and trying to get that P9 nevertheless.
Yes, indeed. And by the way, for now, Justin Verdelis is leading the race with 1.9 different seconds. And by the way, a better for the P9. Yamitz put the car on the inside, try to give the. Oh my god, they touch, and oh my god, Yamitz is out of the track. He's going to the grass, but looks like his car is fine. He still can continue and finish in the top 10. But what a trouble for Yamitz, as you see, Marko, because he tried to defend so much stronger against Howard, and Howard do not be nice with him and going very very strong on the chance to overtaking in a very very not good way, as you can see.
Yeah, obviously I think he's a bit frustrated as well, obviously qualifying that high up and now being in P9. So obviously I think that caused a bit of aggression as well from him. I still think he left enough room, but yeah, unfortunate for Oemits to end up in the wall.
Indeed, and by the way, I see the commentaries in the YouTube that a guy talking would say Wopke Hoekstra is the commentator. In fact, this is the problem that we have. In fact, Wopke is not the commentator today. We know that exists Wopke Hoekstra, but we have also in GPVWC a Wopke Hoekstra or Wopke Hoekstra or lovely Wopke Hoekstra is also racing in the Super League lights, guys. So this is the thing. Just a issue in the broadcast today, but you'll be fixed soon. So for now, the race in the Academy Series, we're going almost to the end. Just one lap to go. We are still in the lap 10 of 11. And we see a battle for the P4. Josh Diggles was in the front, so now Fider, as you can see, trying to defend the position, but Josh Diggles is very aggressive. He tried to one side, he tried to other side. Let's see if Josh Diggles can make that. He's a turn 13 right now, and he makes easily.
He goes a bit wide, and Fider will get the run. Ooh, I think there was not enough room from Diggles, but he's gonna take before anyway. Oh, he's trying. Yeah, that's a fair move from Diggles. Trying. Yeah, he let Fider back past, and will try to get before again in the last lap.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely, Marko, as we see from Josh Diggles. He knows that he makes a mistake. Probably he did not expect that Fider was to go into that line, but he shows that he's a good driver. He have a good heart, as we see, and he going back. He wants to make this move clean, as we see. So very very good move by Josh Diggles right now. We are already on the final lap of the race. This is dominating 4 seconds against Stefan Schreider right now. They have also a good gap from Hijack, more than 10 seconds, as we see the gap from the leader to the P3. So you can see Van der Smissen right now racing without any problem with him. Dominant win by Van der Smissen, as we see, Marko.
Yeah, good race from him. Obviously a double win. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure. He deserves it today. Was dominant in both races. and yeah, a nice result, nice points. Sorry, obviously no points in academy, but still a nice result for him. Yeah.
Yes,
And
indeed, is a very good race by Justin, but this Mr. Tati is now you passing the line and wins another win. Is a second win in the road today for Bundesliga, dominating in the Academy Series. Stefan Scheider finishing P2 and Hijack to finish P3, but let's see the battle for the P4 is Josh Eagles. I think he do not have more chances, but let's see. I think he will not have a chance to overtake Fider, so probably Fider you finish in P4. Yes, indeed, Fider in P4. Josh Stiggles in P5. A very good race by Josh Stiggles, by the way. But we still have a battle. We have a battle for the P6 as we see. We see that they have a big battle. Sasha Kirch against Ben Ryder, against McNaughton. It's 3 cars. Oh, McNaughton! Oh, my goodness!
Lord.
Oh, that was a horrible crash by McNaughton in the last lap of the race. Oh, and the car is picking fire. Oh my goodness, we need to take off this fire because it will be a problem for McNaughton. Of course, he's already out. It's a pity for McNaughton. 2 DNFs today, Marko. I'm very sad looking back.
Yeah, not the day he wanted, but yeah, these things happen. Obviously, very unlucky there in the last corner. Too, obviously, he was probably affected a bit by the dirty air. Not what he expected, probably, but yeah, race results as we can see then. Justin with a double win. On the podium, he'll be joined by Stefan Schreider and then Hayek. And then in the top 5, we also have Steinfeder and Josh Diggles. And then the rest of the top 10 is Sasha Thiers, Daniel Bentrider, Mark McNaughton, Liam Howard, and Raimo Oimitz. As we saw, someone crashed on the main straight. And then P11, we have Perseus Miram, followed by Chris Williamson in P12. And then the last of the finishers is Aiden Rosenzweig. And then we have all the retirements of Wingehurts, Filipakos, Voish, Rydberg, Evans, Brechan, and Fiestra.
Yeah, it was a very tough race as we see it, Marko. What do you think this race was for you? I know we know that it's normal the race could be more aggressive as we see, but in your point of perspective, what do you think this how difficult this race was compared to the race one?
Well, it was definitely a harder win for Justin. Obviously, going from P15 to P1 is not an easy job at any time. So I'm sure he'll be happy with that, and I think we can also bring him in for an interview if you wanna interview him, Rodrigo.
Yeah, well, of course we going to the interview. The big winner today. He makes the pole position. He win the race one. He's starting from the back of race 2, but he win the race 2. It's the Dutchman. It's Justin Vandersmissen. Justin, talk to us today. How was the race in your point of perspective?
First of all, it's fucking awesome to get the pole and double win. It's a long time since I've won the last race, so I'm fucking happy. Yeah, qualifying was a bit meh. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a 46 for pole. But unfortunately, didn't make the 46, but still managed to get pole. And yeah, race 1 was just a good getaway. Already pulled out a second or so at the start, and then it was just keep driving the laps in the first race. And yeah, in the end, Kevin helped me a bit with in the beginning. We were switching a bit of positions to get each other slipstream to be able to pull a gap to the other guys. And yeah, Kevin had a bit of unluck with a back marker, and because I saw the back marker and he was already weaving a bit, and I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna fucking throw away my race. But yeah, happy to win race 1. The second race, starting P15, a bit of chaos in front of me. To be honest, I got quite lucky that I didn't get involved in it. Like I hit a car which was spinning because it was just 1 or 2 meters in front of me. So in the end, I was quite happy to be that lucky that I wasn't involved too bad in it. And from then on, it was just cutting my way through the field. Had a nice battle with Stefan and went on to win it with 4 or 5 second gap.
So, and by the way, Mark, we have some question to our winner today, Vandersmissen.
Yeah, obviously you drove in Formula Challenge early in the season, now doing Academy. Are you looking to maybe return to FC this season?
Well, it's a bit of a weird situation, which I find myself in. Because of course I didn't really have the best start to the season. Like you can kind of see it as a Gasly Red Bull relation, where Gasly didn't go good in the beginning, but then came back when he was in Toro Rosso. And actually, that's kind of the same situation where I am in right now. Because of course I want to return. Of course I want to race there up the front or midfields to fight for points. But I mean, if we will be looking for what might be better, then it probably will be to stay in the academy and do the best I can, and to improve myself more and more to maybe get back next year, and then hopefully it's a better start.
Well, Van der Smissen, independent regardless of your decision, if he will be back in the FC grid or not for this year, I wish to you the best of luck. And for now, just enjoying the big moment you have today, a big win, a very, very dominant result. Congratulations today, Van der Smissen. Hope you have a lot of luck during this year.
Thank you.
So let's talk now with another driver. Is the driver that finished he finished in the P2 in the race 1, but unfortunately he had some bad luck in the race 2. It's Kevin Vuis, another Dutchman. Kevin, hello. Congratulations for the P2 you had in the race 1. Talk to us how was all the things to you, how was the quality, how was the race 1, especially the big battle you have with Pacos, and what happened in the race 2, why you have the DNF, talk everything to us. You can talk, Kevin. Hello.
Hello, thank you. Qualifying was really poor. I set a banker lap, and then I want to improve, so I put down my wing a little bit, and then I couldn't get a lap in because it was slower than what I had before. So I had to start on P4, and then race 1. I obviously had a really good start. Could go to P2 and then just slipstream farm with Justin. I didn't want to overtake him because we had an agreement that he would win race 2, and if he had the chance, I would win race 2. So yeah, I had to stay back a little bit. We had to push for Filipakos, and then a back marker hit me off, and I had to push really hard to still overtake him. And then race 2, I had a good start again, and then I saw someone spin, so I had to brake, and then someone behind me hit me. And then when I could go again, someone crashed in front of me again, and I got hit. Now a lot of damage.
And by the way, you have some question for Kevin Vuis, Marko Ferlic.
Yeah, similar questions to what I asked Justin. Obviously, you had now 2 wins and a second place. Are you looking to maybe secure a place in Formula Challenge?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Kevin Vuis, you make a very good job in the race 2. The battle against Puckle was very cool indeed. It had killed a little bit my voice, as you can see. So, hope you make a lot of battles like that in the next races you did in GPVWC, and the best of luck in this year in this league.
Yeah. Thank you.
So let's talk with the last guy today. He did not finish in the podium, but he make a good race in the race 2. He thought that was his best race in the league. So let's talk with the German driver Sasha. Sasha, hello. Talk to
Hello.
us. How was the all the things for you? The quality, the race 1, the race 2, and why is the best race for you in your opinion? Talk everything to us. Hello, Sasha.
Okay. The first thing, because it's my best race, it's my second race, and I finished first time in the points in race 1. So I was happy with that. And then from the pole, from the second race, I thought, okay, top 10 could be a good result. But then I see, okay, I have the pace, so a bit pace for more. And then I saw I just finished P6 because the 2 cars behind was even in a battle. And they give me the opportunity to finish P6, and that's why it was my best race. First race was a bit unlucky because one in front of me spun and I got hit by him, so I had a bit of damage, but I was still going to race.
Okay, good. And By the way, Marco, you have some question to give to Sasa Church?
Well, maybe a question. Obviously, this track isn't on the Corelliata. Did you enjoy maybe driving a different track to what the Corelliata goes to?
Yeah, first I thought, oh god, this track is very hard, but so I like Silverstone too, but after that race, I guess it was very okay to race different tracks. And I mean, I can watch Silverstone on the other races.
Okay, good, Sasha. And by the way, Sasha,
Yeah.
congrats for the race too. The best race you did. Hope that was not to be the best race because maybe you can improve and make a better race for the next track. Maybe a win, maybe a podium. We don't know. Best of luck for you in GPWC and hope you will start to improve, and show to us that you have the talent that is possible to think not just in academy series but also in the career ladder in the Formula Challenge. Maybe not for this year, but maybe for next year. Best of the luck for you, Sasha.
Yeah, I hope it's not the last best race for me. I mean, next race I think was Hockenheim.
Yeah, it's Hockenheim 2X.
Yeah, so it's my home Grand Prix, and I hope I get points there too. So yeah, I hope it wasn't my last points race. So let's keep going.
Very good. So that was the broadcast for the race today, Marco. Marco, you see, I lost my voice. It'd be difficult to my voice will be back. Luckily, tomorrow is not the Super League Guys racing because if it was, I was having a big problems to make my job, you know. So, but for you is the tomorrow is the Formula Challenge, Marco. As you know, is Silverstone is a big track. It's a very difficult track indeed. So, what do you expect for Silverstone tomorrow in the FC, Marco? What do you think? How you'll be?
It's gonna be an interesting race, I think. But yeah, well, that's for tomorrow. Obviously, today was Academy. So yeah, I won't comment anything on regarding tomorrow. I think it's the best to do.
Yes. But next racing academy, talking about academy, is Hockenheim. It's a very difficult racing with Hockenheim. I remember last year that was very, very difficult indeed. But science now in academy, the format is not more like was before. So science short races probably be very, very interesting to see it. But we will just know that in 2 weeks because for now was Slovakia. Slovakia's already ended with a dominant win for Van der Smith in everything. But let's now rest a little bit. And I hope all the guys enjoying the broadcast. We try our best. Of course, we hope you can improve this work we make for Hockenheim. My name is Rodrigo Carvalho. I was with Marko Ferlic and commentators. I thank Tom Stevens for the camera work. He did a brilliant job. And I see you guys next time, or maybe not, but in Hockenheim, Germany. See ya, everyone.